But so this kid the other day that saw actually a Vendetta's Debt through, I don't know what it was, like the TikToks or whatever, but he was asking about what lens. He immediately was like, what camera do I buy? What lens do I buy? Stop right there. You don't need to buy a camera or lens to be good. Like having your phone.
There's little films made on an iPhone.
I think we should shoot like to get some marketing. Like let's shoot
Cole Bennett.
The camcorder.
Camcorder is pretty sweet.
Shot on a 1990 camcorder. How cool would that be?
That is so sweet.
So that would be a really bold move to make for us.
Yeah.
But
also, think about the zoom. That would be fun. The 40 times zoom?
Well, we could just shoot it. We could have, if you're not acting, you could be on one of our actual cameras doing the 4K.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll show you the movement, and we just play. You just literally are my hand, and you shoot the second with different shots or whatever, and we shoot the other. So if we want to go back to that we can. If we're like, hey, this did not turn out on the camcorder. I guess we would
have to some way run, because we can't run audio into the camcorder.
We'd have to do audio through. Everything would have to be synced. Everything would have to be.
It would be a big task, but that would be pretty cool.
That could be cool. But back to what this kid's saying. So he bought actually the M50, but the new one, the mirrorless.
Oh, okay.
Which that's a loyal warrior in our. The M50.
The M50 has been here for so long.
The first shot of Vendetta's Debt.
Almost every vlog, on your camera or my camera. That thing, though, both of those cameras have been warriors.
I think a big thing I should have done more with Sorrow's Grave, and don't worry, I'll come back to this kid so I can tell you the story. But a big thing with A Vendetta's Debt was the wide shots. There's a ton of wide. Like if you look at the main, there wasn't a ton of wide shots in this because I was trying to learn how to move the camera. I mean, it's good to have movement, but I need to remember that. I mean, there was some static shots in there, but I really want to see this movie all together.
I think it's going to be pretty sweet.
I think if I can use the score that Leo gave and just move it around.
And then honestly, just like look for things that sound similar-ish to it to like fill the gaps where you can't.
Yeah, and just play it together.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty cool just to see everything like mixed together, and it would be just cool in general to see A Vendetta's Debt in a linear order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there would definitely be some draw to that.
I do too, and I think that would be a fun movie for someone else to watch that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And then it looks like we made a longer movie than we did on accident. Yeah. But back to this kid. So he was asking, he wanted a 50 mm, and I want your answer. He was like, what lens do I get? I told him the Sigma Art, the 18-35, or just the 35.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, but I want a 50. And I was like, no.
That's real close.
We started with the 50.
That's
and it
super
destroyed us.
Oh,
Remember, he's using a crop sensor.
That's 75.
That's 75. We did not know that.
No. For so long, even when Luke had the Sigma 35, we were still shooting forever with like a 55-50.
Yeah.
35.
Well, so there's full sensor cameras and crop sensor. Crop sensor goes in about 15 millimeters. So like a 35 on a full frame camera, which is like just bigger and better, basically. I would see Sam right here. If we used a smaller camera, it would have to crop in, so it would be right here on Sam. So that means if you have a 50, we're literally at Sam's eyes right now. And we did that for so long. We shot a professional thing with someone.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, we just got to keep backing up. If we would have had the 18 with our two cameras, with our mics, are you kidding me? With our tripods?
I mean, and as we've progressed, sometimes we'll use like kit. Now we have basically
Vendetta's Debt was the kit lens.
Yeah. Vendetta's Debt was a lot of kit.
Yeah, now we basically have...
We've got like a souped up kit, basically.
We have the 20... We have every millimeter length we would want right now.
There's not really... Unless we wanted like a fisheye, which we could use on our phone, technically, if we really, really wanted it.
I think we have everything we need right now, but there's always more to buy.
Lights.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about lights the other day of like having one really strong light so we could use these two to set and then that other one for someone's face. Mm-hmm. But we'll have to, we need briefcases because Sam and I want to make sure our gear is
safe.
Yeah.
And organized. Right now, the system is I carry it all in one trip. Like, okay, so you guys all know the grocery store, like complex for men. You got to carry it all in on one trip.
Yes.
That's what I have with the gear. Is I'll have my backpack
Even
on.
just getting the lights in one
yeah.
briefcase.
That would be so nice.